and set it, and we're good to go now. See, it works so flawlessly. It's absolutely amazing. Beautiful stability and amazing tech for a bike in this price point. Getting cruise control that works like a charm makes touring a lot more easier when you find yourself on long, vast open highways with virtually no one on the road. You can just turn on cruise control and just relax for a moment after a day's riding. So that's what cruise control brings to this table, and it's beautifully designed by TVS. Hats off to them. And to disengage, just press the brake and hit the button to turn it off. Hello and welcome to another quick fire revisit review of the TVS Apache RR310 2024-25 model, because it just got the update with the winglets and a lot more updates. Quick overview of what it has on offer. It has this new livery. First of all, it looks absolutely stunning in this red, white and blue, and a little bit of yellow. You also have this tricolor here, saffron and green and the white color. Another beautiful thing about this is the dry clutch. Now the transparent clutch cover looks really cool once you start it. So you can see here, it looks absolutely stunning, and this transparent clutch cover thing running. And apart from that, the basic things like the seat height 810 mm. I think the ground clearance is around 180 or something, 180 mm. Our tank capacity remains the same. The tires, Michelin Road 5 tires, 300 mm disc up front, dual channel ABS and dual disc setup, and all those things remain more or less the same. You do get new winglets which add around 3 kgs of downforce. The basic design silhouette remains the same. Here you have bi-LED projector headlamps up front. Now, thanks to Sushil TVS for lending me this bike. Have a nice windscreen for enhanced wind protection. You also have shorter stock for the rearview mirrors instead of the longer stocks that we see with Kawasaki bikes. Feel a little annoying, like horns sticking out. This one is short and sleek and offers good field of view. Only thing is, when you reach for it, it feels a little far away because of the shorter stocks. That's a practical thing. USD forks and superb damping settings. The red color alloy wheels look good. Then we have the gill vents right over here that are supposed to make sure that they direct the hot air away from your legs while the radiator is on. So that is the function of the gill vents. And also you have a little bit of ram air tech that channels the air into the air filter chamber to keep a check on the airflow, enhance or optimize airflow. And the seat is spacious enough, decent enough for single rider. Pillion seat is virtually not usable. though it is here for practicality sake, but you do get a grab bar here. The design, oh, has to be one of the most beautiful looking bikes ever in the history of Indian motorcycling. And Akula has that shark design concept, so it looks even more sleeker, like the apex predator in the waters. The winglets are there for a purpose. The slightly upstroked exhaust allows you for sharper lean angles. Even the foot pegs are slightly rear set such that you can carry sharper lean angles. KYB suspension, monoshock at the back. You also have a little bit of protection here to prevent any dust accumulation, and neatly set clip-ons. Now the major change is the engine department. 313cc reverse inclined engine, single cylinder, liquid cooled DOHC layout. Now that puts out now 38 PS of max power and 29 Newton meters of max torque. This is a significant improvement when compared to prior. They could have gone ahead and offered at least 40 bhp. Just look at this, it looks like a lethal weapon, ready to dominate the track. I think it deserved more power, so at least they have given us a little more power than prior. But I wish down the line, maybe this year's model gives us close or more than 40 bhp, and then 29 Newton meters, good enough. You have finger followers, finger follower valves, and for DLC coating for increased durability. So that is something you need to note. Also, you have a lighter forged piston now for and a revised air intake to enhance or bump up the power. The engine head has a nice red accent to it. So this is the overview, and this is almost a new bike. So it's not done 1000 kilometers on the Odo. That's when the track and the sport modes are unlocked. So as of now, we only have the urban and the rain mode. So once you start, yeah, there's a shortcut to directly change the modes on the go, on the fly. This is rain mode or the urban mode. You can actually get into the main settings by pressing the enter button, and then you have in ride mode you have urban, rain, and sport and track are logged, as you can see. So let it be in urban. Trip details are there, all the distance covered, top speed achieved, average speed, fuel consumption, all those things. And you have my vehicle with all the documents which you can store, performance record, mileage. Don't go by the mileage that you see there. It depends on how you ride. And preferences, where you have the display setup. You can play around with the brightness, set it up manually or set it to auto. The clock, the date, the day and night mode, again set it to auto such that the ambient light mode works, and speed alert and other widgets. So they have given us everything. In terms of design, I love the way the RR310 logo shines on the tank. You have the TVS logo 3D emblem on the tank as well. Makes us feel proud as Indian motorheads. Undeniably, one of the most beautiful looking machines, equipped with right kind of equipment, and Michelin Road 5 tires are a perfect add-on. Please do watch my Ladakh series on the RR310 if you haven't. I'm sure you will be seriously impressed with the way this bike has performed. I'm riding all the way from Hyderabad to Ladakh, exploring Ladakh and coming back. So it's not just stripping the bike there and doing the exploration, just riding all the way. So it stood the test of time, and the star of the show had to be the tires which tackle different terrains effortlessly. Okay, so now we'll go and ride it and see how it feels to ride. Okay, we're all set to ride the new RR310. So let's see how it feels to ride. We just got a glimpse of how stable the bike is and how well it accelerates effortlessly, even without the race mode, or I mean the track mode or the sport mode being unlocked. And that's what you expect from a brand that's obsessed with racing and speed and precision. 40 years of racing pedigree, culminating into one ultimate track weapon. That's what RR310 is. A lot of inputs from their racers, the racing team, the racing division, countless laps on the track to fine tune the engine, fine tune the chassis geometry, so trellis frame, and it's just brilliant in terms of handling, in terms of cutting through corners. So everything is bang on. The seating posture, the ergonomics is not too aggressive. It is mass forward, minimalist tail design kind of a design language, but you are bent forward, but it's not too aggressive, like as aggressive as the first gen RC from KTM. Slightly upright, so you can manage a little bit of touring on this motorcycle. And suspension is well tuned such that you don't break your wrists because of the stiffer setup. The brakes are brilliant, offer good bite and feedback. The throttle response is good as well. So the throttle response is best in the track mode. So I always ride it in the track mode, because the throttle response in the other ride modes like the urban or rain is a little snatchy or snappy, you can say. I don't know why, because it's meant to be ridden in the track mode, maybe, or maybe always pushed to its limits or revved harder to the limits. That's the state of tune of the engine, maybe. Yeah, it's a DOHC engine, and it has liquid cooling as well as oil cooling. It has an engine cooling jacket which reduces the overall engine temperature by 40 degrees even when you're pushing the bike to its limits. So it keeps check on heat management. It's very well sorted. Again, the gill vents blow the hot air away from your legs, so your legs are not in the way of spot of bother. Seat is nice and cushioned. As I told you, the ergonomics are good, well sorted. You have the triple clamp, the clip-on handlebars right over here. You can, I think, some people who are pro racers, they lower it further, but for regular usage, I think this is spot on. You do get a slipper clutch to watch your back while doing faster downshifts, the back torque limiting system, and of course ride-by-wire is included now. You also have a bi-directional quick shifter now, up and down gear shifts without using the clutch. So all these is what makes this ultimate value at 2.75 lakhs onwards. Ex-showroom Delhi is where it starts, and at that price it starts making a lot more sense. The kind of kit it brings along with it. See, quickshifter makes hassle-free, fatigue-free riding experience, and especially chock-a-block city traffic. It's like having an automatic gearbox in a car. So that's really making things a lot more easier, hassle-free for city riding. Also on the track, when you want to, clock faster lap times, that nanosecond of gear shifting means a lot. So you save that time by using a quick shifter. ABS does its job judiciously. Refinement, you still have the vibrations. Gotta admit, yes, the vibrations are still there. They haven't refined it to the core. I don't know how BMW Motorrad managed to refine their engines. I don't know how they managed to fine tune it, because it's virtually the same engine. On the G310R, you can feel that the refinement is much better. In fact, that's a naked bike. This is a faired bike. So that's the difference. But yeah, the fine tuning can be felt better on the BMW Motorrad G310R. Again, when you ride the G310RR, it's the same scenario. It isn't refined. It has those vibrations similar to this bike. So it's only in the naked bike you can feel the difference. Again, a massive full digital cluster. Now brightness is set to auto now, and we are riding in kind of a shadowy as well as sunny morning. So it's not very clear. It's not very vivid or bright. It could be brighter, so maybe manually we can tweak the brightness, but the auto setting is not doing a great job. So overall, the areas of improvement remain. Still the vibrations are there, which kind of put you off. You want a refined, aggressive experience. People say, यार स्पोर्ट बाइक है तो थोड़ा सा वाइब्रेशंस तो रहेगा, नहीं तो बाइक चलाने वाली फील नहीं आती. Yeah, I understand that, but not to the extent of bothering you also. So people who have owned the RR310, they understand that the vibrations tend to bother you with time. The more and more you ride, the more bothersome they become. So that's the more annoying they become. So that's something they could work on. So that's one thing. Everything else is spot on, because the equipment, the kit, they gave us the bi-directional quick shifter, give us more power, more torque. So what else can you ask for? The design has always been top notch, one of the hottest looking bikes. So overall, I think this is still a good bike to look at if you are a person who wants an all-rounder machine that you can use on a day-to-day basis. At the same time, on the weekends you can go and fine-tune your track riding skills and also do a little bit of occasional touring. The tank isn't a voluminous tank. The tank capacity could have been better. I would have preferred a slightly larger tank, but this is a track focused machine, so obviously weight savings, lightweight and rigid are the two keywords for track attack. So the rigid setup does its job well when you're pushing the bike to its limits, slicing through corners harder, trying sharper lean angles. But regular riding also is very pleasant on this bike. At the same time, lightweight. So to reduce weight, they try their max. So that's where the tank capacity takes a hit. So overall, I still am impressed by the RR310. What do you guys think? Feel free to comment below. Is it your weapon of choice if you were to shell out close to 3 lakhs for a machine, or what else would you prefer and why? Feel free to comment below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for all your support. Thanks to Sushil TVS for again lending me this bike for a quick review. Stay tuned for more action. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, God bless, and ride safe.